Hello, welcome to the channel. Today we're asking the question, is the knowledge test still required or is it now obsolete?
Question we're asking them all about this knowledge test is quite simple. If you are a cabbie and you have been working for years, then you know that you have to take a knowledge test to actually get through, to get yourself on the road, to get your license. Now, the question we're asking is it fine for other people to come from other areas who don't know your area just quite happily work? We're obviously talking about Uber here. So the fact that Uber can just come into your area from someone from Manchester and come into Liverpool and work, they haven't had the Liverpool knowledge, but yet they've got a satnav and they're quite happy to work around here. So what I'm saying is the knowledge test now just completely obliterate it and just forget about it altogether? And do we just pay off a one-off fee just to be on the road and just use our satnavs from now on? That's the question I want, and that's the question I want to find out what you people think about.
I worked in Birmingham last week. The video is below here. Mileage fee pay in Birmingham. Now I have no knowledge of Birmingham whatsoever, but I drove around Birmingham all day without any problems at all. I didn't get lost once. Every passenger was happy with the route, and having no knowledge of Birmingham, purely using the sat-nav, I got round and had a profitable day. So the knowledge, going through these long knowledge tests, going through these in London, when you've got the knowledge, 3 to 5 years on the knowledge, you know, doing it through books, Wizam, all these tools to help you get through it. Is it required really? Can you just go in and pick up a PCO license, get it in a few months' time, and start working the road with Uber and making money just the same as the Hackneys?
Like Gary pointed out, 3 to 4 years of trying to be a London cabbie. For anyone else in the country, whatever your tests are, I'm not too sure. If you're up here in Liverpool, it's 110 questions on a multiple choice. You get emailed it and it costs £65. That's what it says on the internet. Don't shoot me. In Sefton, it was ages ago, we had 40 routes we had to revise. 2 of those questions would be a Hackney cab questions, which meant that you could become a Hackney cab driver as well. 2 questions, that's all it was in that. Now Sefton have changed that all around. They've now made it multiple choice as well. But I had an argument with a Hackney cab driver the other night, and he's not happy about the fact that Uber just obviously just coming in and doing what they're doing. Now all I said to that guy was, the only thing I liked about the Uber model was the fact that you got paid up front. That didn't seem to satisfy the bloke whatsoever. He was still going on about the fact that he wasn't happy about you had drivers coming in from Manchester, Wolverhampton, Birmingham, you know, coming over and working over here, coming into the city and doing what they're doing. And I got that, and I actually said to the guy, I don't agree with it myself. But then I've always been on the fact that if Uber are doing something, then maybe the Hackney cabs should start changing as well. A little bit chaotic, it might be, but don't you think it's time that we all started to roll with the future and actually try to make the taxi game a little bit fair instead of being unfair? Now that's my point. The knowledge test, to me, is now a complete waste of time. If you've got sat-navs, what's actually the point in making taxi driving a lot easier? That's what the Hackney cab driver didn't like. He didn't like the fact that you could have someone coming in from another area and basically doing the work that you're doing. I had no other choice of going to the guy, I understand where you're coming from, but like Gary's just pointed out, Birmingham, working down there, didn't get lost once, hasn't had the Birmingham knowledge test. Is it fair?
I think the job now has never been as easy as it is now. When I first started it a long time ago, knowledge test was vital because you needed the knowledge test to get round. But now, never look at never look at A to Z now at all. The job is really easy, and it's being made easy by technology. So the old-fashioned knowledge test now is very much old-fashioned.
So this is where we're at now. Here's an idea. Do councils just now all of a sudden, instead of giving you the knowledge test, just say it's a one-off fee, maybe of £500, £1,000, and then just say, do that, have a DBS check, and you can become a taxi driver? Is that going to be the way the future's going to be? Because if it's all right for anybody to go driving around in your area, then aren't these knowledge tests absolutely pointless now?
Yeah, they are pointless now, really. Technology has moved it all on. The game now has completely changed. And to be a cab driver now, it is pretty easy. It is pretty easy. The only thing with the job now, it's mentally tiring. That's all it is, really, because you're sitting in that position in the car for up to 12 hours a day. So it's just mentally tiring, not physically tiring.
We understand that there's cabbies that have been doing this job for years, and obviously there's cabbies all over the country, all over the world. You've all had your own tests and everything else. You've had to put in all the years of revising and everything else. We're not saying should it just be completely easy. All we're trying to say is the fact that if it's now all right for other people to come and work in your area for other taxi firms
like Uber,
then isn't it now time that other taxi firms did take this on board and changed it? Especially, and here we go, people will go at that and say, as long as you've got an operator's license and you've been called to go into that area, that's absolutely fine. We understand that. That's absolutely fine. As a hackney cab driver, all I'm saying is, if Uber are allowed to go into your area without a knowledge test and start picking up, because it's fine for a driver from Wolverhampton to come up and sort of like work in the Liverpool area, why is it not alright for a Liverpool hackney cab driver who might get a fare from Liverpool to Birmingham to go and work down that neck of the woods?
That's it. What would change, wouldn't it? Really, that is the if that was to happen, it would change the job altogether.
It would do. It would be complete chaos at the same time, and that's what I'm saying. I know it would be complete chaos. I'm just putting it out there as a debate for you people out there. We understand that, you know, if you have an operator's license, it's all right to go into other areas and you can actually work. That's absolutely fine. We get that. All we're trying to say is it actually really fair though for like other drivers to come up here and do that? And is the knowledge test a complete waste of time now?
It is a waste of time because Uber have changed it around so much. Just imagine, before we go, just imagine it if Uber was allowed to work, hackneys were allowed to work on Uber, wouldn't that change it all around? If you could jump on your hackney cab with your Uber app and work legally on Uber, like you could with Ola, which didn't really happen here, but if Uber started taking on hackney carriages onto the app as well, wouldn't that change it? So you can work anywhere in the appointed areas.
Maybe that's another interesting debate to have. How many hackney cab drivers would actually go onto the Uber app?
Probably loads would.
And do it.
Loads would. Even though they moan about it, but loads probably would. That's it from this one. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you for subscribing to our channel. If you haven't done so already, give us a subscribe, like, share and comment down below.
And remember folks, don't have a good day. Have a great day.